architecture, which is absolutely striking. And we are really very impressed, and at the same time she graduated from philosophy faculty in Germany, in Vienna. Then she became filmmaker, and when she was 33 she was arrested, sent in exile, and whole her career was ended. And simply because she was a member of family of so-called enemies of the people. It's very hard to understand now how it could happen, but you have somehow the examples, I think, in North Korea, what is happening there. It was the same event in Soviet Union at that time, and only 82 years later we discovered this film, one of them, and it was shown, and it was somehow a revelation for everybody in London, in New York now. Really, it became a fact of not only Georgian, but generally of a documentary film of that time. And the feature film is yet unknown. When I decided to be a director, I didn't even know my mother, she was in exile. But of course I knew the fact that she was a filmmaker, and maybe it influenced me, so subconsciously I wasn't thinking about it. Maybe it influenced me, of course, but generally in family we had this aspiration for culture, generally for arts especially. And so I began to make studies of philology. I graduated from Georgian Film University, and I studied French literature and American literature also, and then I became filmmaker. In those times when I wanted to begin the studies, it was impossible to go to Moscow and be the student of VGIK, if you have heard about this Cinema Institute of Moscow. It was only one in whole Soviet Union, as everything was centralized. There was only one school. Now it exists in Georgia also, of course, and so on. But at that time it was only in Moscow. And it was something that I could not achieve really. And only after the death of Stalin, I was able to go and to begin the studies, and I made it.
In some way, of course, I've been influenced. I think I think that I came to this decision by myself, but maybe it's wrong. But I still think that being filmmaker, it was like my own way to find the way how I would like to express myself. That the quality is especially higher or it's more. But because of in the world, the less women have chance to make the film. So sincerely, it is the point. In their mentality that women are having like easily this decision to become filmmaker. They don't have a lot of obstacles inside of them. And then filmmaking, it's difficult for men and women, so in any way it's very difficult.
I'm only thinking now about a story of a woman of my age, and who her history and her relations and her attitude towards the new life and so on. But it's only a concept. I only want to begin to work on the screen. That's why it isn't yet.
The story is still also the story of a women of my generation in Tbilisi, in Georgia, and it's about like still so how difficult it's to deal with that modern life where the past life so almost does not exist. The system in which the person, so in this case this Nino, was raised up, and how she took the responsibility to make her family just to keep the level of their life that they had. It's her point. So the name of the film is Line of Credit, and it's about this life which can be all in credits. Yes,
아까
okay.
명함 드린데
Yeah.
보면 부산닷컴 거기 인터넷 사이트에서
Okay, on yours, yes, and then I will say it, yes.